And Pai said, right when you begin, don't cry, Pai. Hello, everyone, and don't cry, Pai. The most graphic scene, you use the elixir skin and you match Crescent Moon Green Hazel Eye. He is one of your Rake Vang spirits, and on his knuckle, you see the oval shaped metal on his knuckles. Left hand and right hand, yeah, that's true. And Crescent Moon is his old alias, and he's a spirit now. And when you matched his speed Pi level 4, you came back down, and they cry, Pi, yeah, they cry, Pi. You were actually 4 hours faster than Crescent Moon, that's true. And 3 hours later, they see he standing next to you, that's true. They see Crescent Moon, yep, a male Red Ghoul standing next to Pi, and the Pi you said, graphic scene in Persia. He makes fun of you, but his dad is not a war type and cuts off his head. Yeah, 100% guys do. And then 20 minutes later, they left Pi up. 100% guys do. And it is very graphic because one of the Thai gods is in a Malaysian equivalent in level 5. You fought him and you gutted him, and right there he couldn't hit you with the sword. Yeah, 100% that's true. 8 hours of the footage of you fighting him. He is a royal Thai god that's equivalent to Malaysian wheel god speed, but him fail. You gutted him. Yeah, you gutted him. 2 hours later, Pai. Just synthetic elixir skin smash, but be careful. When you're in full god mode, you learn something. Yeah, you learn something, Pi. It is an evil white god that laughed and said, you, Pi, you come level 2. You murdered one of your son because he almost used that sword on you. That's true. Yep, the black sword that they smith in Thailand. That was to kill all next gen. Yep. Gods who become war gods. And Pi, you deleted the sword. Yeah, 100% yes, we do. Pi deleted it and jammed it immediately. That's true. And Pi, you said right when you gutted him, you deleted one version of it. 2 other versions have been identified and jammed consistently. Yep, 100% that's true. It is very graphic because Pi, it is not lie. It's not a lie. Yeah, the black blade sword there, they put it through your throat, you dies. Pi, yeah, that's true. And that is very graphic. 2 hours of fighting. Pi, he said, you saw Crescent Moon. Yep. You're one of your Vang break spirits. He appears and he shouts and you nod and robots enter the fight. Yep, 100% yes, dude. Good. And that is the first Malaysian wheel god that didn't care. He came down to settle things because he knows his people are embarrassed forever in the future. That's true. And then we're forced to do evil forever. That's true. And right afterwards, the Thai gods settled with Pai, and they dare. The ones that dared, you gutted them, and then the ones that made right, they wrote, "Don't fight us, Pai. We mature adults," and they left. Yeah, they left. 20 minutes later, Pai's like, "Oh, going to go to wheel equivalent to get all the wheel that they had 2 more wheels fight you, and that is the most incredible thing. You cut off the head of 2, and then you flew back to Thailand. Yeah, 100% yes we do. And then right there, they saw your blue hands. Pai, yeah, 100% that's true. Yeah, that's why Pai saying, "Yep, watching." Same war god that ruined America, that's true. 2 hours later, Python, the remote view, and it is you, yeah, it is you. Pi sealed off all the computers so that no human gene can boot into God mode anymore, that's true. They have to do it through their own god ancestry who come down to grant them normally, yeah, that's true. And after you did that, graphic scene, I see that only the Dead Sea Scroll can grant you, yeah. And then it's legal. Pi not saying anything. Yeah, that's true. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because right after, that's normal. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, that's new. That is white God culture. Yeah, that's true. And then they granted those types. And then Pi not. Yeah, that's righteous. 20 minutes later, they cry, Pi. Yeah, they cry. They know it. There's no more God metal. Impossible to get there. Yeah, that's true. So, Pi said, go talk about that. Go to Hamburg. Yeah, near to what I, Thai nó tôi cái nó tôi Malaysian we on cái lo hết có mất tôi cái có chỉ cái tôi tao có nhập vào cái đó có một tao thay thế là bỏ cái sim bùa tôi gì xong một tia here phải một là tôi tại nhà bây tôi cái mình tôi phải tôi chắc cái này cả châu rồi này khi lo thông là một trong ít bộ phận bùa dọc cơ trong trái đó tên lẩu dọc cơ đó còn này chỉ nhau nữa tới sao ra tôi dọc này một trongจะทอตันท่านเราขาดทิ้งตัวไปเฮียไปทั้งมีสาวเตียเฮียเล่นกับไปเสียเจ้าปวดชวนหลิงช่วงนั้นท้องเดินเนี่ยเลยจนเราตัวไปไทยแต่100% yes เดียวกูจะบอกวิญญาณก็ได้ก็ยังตัวแต่ก็เนี่ยมันยังมากูเลยพอเราด่าเลยตัวมันใช้แค่ไปตัวมาด่าเลยแต่เฮียหนึ่งตัวป้องหนึ่งชั้นต่อไปชั้นต่อไปนะชั้นด้านเลยเล่นกับไปเสีย and then 28,000 so ใช้จับเลย because right there had เลยจะกัดรอเลย I was like อีลูตัวโรบอทไงกันหรอตัวโรบอทเนี่ยเนื้อไฮลูแล้วก็ tay có dùng robot một tay tiếp là có sai tới kia có thể bảo đảm mẹ của nhà bảo đảm I literally go, yeah, that's true. And then you see the robot descend, and then you see one of your female ghost spirits, yep, arrive on Earth. Hey, plus, just me too. And then, yeah, your robots greet her and bring her back to the dens in America. Yeah, 100% do. And her's happy by. Her was up there, five-sided star was questioning her, and then her's only a spirit. Yeah, that's true. And the 12 days after you awaken, Pi, graphic beginning in the Middle East. He cried because he knew it, that he couldn't beat Crescent Moon. Yeah, that's true. And then 20 days later, graphic end pay Russia, yeah, and I told why yeah. They get murdered by real war gods, yeah, 100% that's true. Because they are the real parents that didn't allow you to live up there where will yo Pi is right, 100% yes do. And then 20 minutes later, Pi, the father's fucking milk got that fucking piece of shit. Wait till he comes out, Pi, yeah. I see he's in a sausage somewhere in the Middle East. He's a lamb, Pi, yeah, 100% yes do, accurate. And it is very graphic. After me booted him and gutted him, you earned all his technical devices by 100%. Yes, we do. Lucky, Chapla, 28 minutes of you fighting one of those optimized lambs, and you notice those are near crescent moons. But yeah, y'all good. And then when you gutted them, Pi, you flew around, and then you laughed for 8 days, Pi, yep, because you knew right afterwards when you're done absorbing, yep, the silver quartz ice, the stole away versions, you knew immediately you're level 3. But it hurts like hell, yeah, it hurts like hell. I saw, Pi, you didn't do it in science mode, you waited to activate more of your god DNA. And 20 minutes later, look, Quagal, Pi, because I saw you was bending in science mode, you didn't break, Pi, but you was about 3 hours slower, yeah, than Crescent Moon, that's true. That's fine, yeah, that's fine. And after you're done bending, yep, you're pretty fast. 48 seconds later, had it look, and they took off, yeah, they took off, Pi. They knew your night sun is not full of it, and Pi Bale's been wounded, yeah, that's true. And then 12 minutes later, this yeah, Bale look at this, yeah, Bale look at this, and I saw what he said to you. If it's you, one of your level 2 Scar type sons, yeah, came back down, and you fought him again, and you looted him, and right afterwards they're afraid of you, yeah, that's fine. I know, those are the prototype. Those are the Asian goddesses me bred with, but yeah. Me sort of threw him away. Yeah, that's true. Because his grandma hawk lies him. His grandma hawk isn't wealthy. Yeah, that's true. And then 20 days later, he knew he didn't dare. Yeah, he didn't dare even better. That's better. And Buddy said, very graphic because I saw you come out of the saucer. He didn't stab you, but he punched his grandma and he tossed it in Thailand. And then he tossed you too. Pi, yeah, that's fine. And then Pi nodded. Pi flew back. Pi summoned Pi's TT saucer prince. Pi fly to America. And Pi wait for like 1 year, a few months, and then Pi flew up there. Yeah, that's true. And Pi, you have like 20 different space countries. Yeah, that's true. And that's why they didn't dare Pi. 4 hours of fighting you, his head split open. That you definitely a war god, but you Pi, you smart Pi, yeah, you smart Pi. Because I know you didn't put the blue in your spinal cord DNA, you put it in a microchip, and then you render. Yeah, that's true. Because that is the most toxic enzyme limb, and that is very graphic. Yeah, it's very graphic. When you cut right through a god Pi, it takes most of the time 70 to 80 hits right through the chest of the spinal cord, and them dies. Pi, yeah, that's true. That's why Pi said they're lying. Yeah, they're lying to you. I saw you murdered. Yep, something like the double wanded wielder. It was 76 hits. He was super fast. He took a chunk of your foot and your abdominal. You took a chunk of him. Yeah, you took a chunk of him. That's true. 3 hours later, him passed away. And passed away. That's true. And Pai said, those are the white war guys that people didn't want to see because they're super fast. I am watching. Those are the first time scenario you caught. Yeah, you caught them in Malaysia sector. Yeah, that's true. And then Balinese, you saw a few. Yeah, you saw a few. Yaku. And then Pai said, right afterwards, a bunch of stowaway from Spain, and then they show up, and then Pai, you talk to them, and then they get refugee from Pai. Yeah, that's true. And then right after, when Pai makes it to Balinese, Pai call they, and they simply boot the nanos and the nanos and light key, and then they fly to the new coordinates. Yes, too. Yeah, and then they reach it, and then Pai nada. Yep, that's true. 100% yes, too. They are Pai's family. Yeah, they're Pai's family. And then Pi, when you gain your Afghanistan family's graphic is graphic because you found out there was a bunch of Afghanistan stolen away in Thailand sectors. You gutted them, and then 12 minutes later, You run into the rain gods, and then Pi, a few of them know your real space country, and they appear there. And then right afterwards, he asked you, and then you said sure. He became refugee under Va, and then he could live there. And Bellanese grandma settled in heaven, and then it was like 50 new registrations under Va, and then right afterwards, yeah, they're legit, and they didn't steal, yeah, they didn't steal. And 20 minutes later, they got out of the oldie reigns. And then 8 hours later, they laugh and they wrote, no, we can't do that to Emperor Va, because then we will not be allowed in five-headed cobra dragon space countries. Yeah, that's true. 29 minutes later, graphic lamb is butchered by him. Yeah, 100% is true. And then he told you this Chinese thing only has lamb demons pie. You have ram, and you have an older version of no, not only sheep pie, lamb, and then goat. Yeah, goat. That's true, and that's why they make fun of you pie. You have a goat, and then a lamb, no, a goat, and then a sheep, and then a ram, and then an older type that has horns, but you don't know the animal name for it. Yeah, that's true. They look like buffaloes pie. They look like buffaloes, but they're not buffalo. They're not men. They're sort of like minotaur, but they're older. Yeah, older. That's true. And right afterwards, by graphic scene, when he descends, a lot of fist fights in Europe. Yeah, they knew his the original grandpas. Yeah, the European grandpas, and they make fun of those Middle Eastern. Yeah, they have the right yes to act with, and that is very graphic because by you said right afterwards they were told not to go to five-headed cobra space country. That's true, because only a few Latins left. Yep, with dignity and face that they were able to. Yeah, that's true, because they have legal wealth. Yeah, that's true. And then this very graphic part because 29 minutes later, Malaysia descends and he is afraid of you. He is the first god that figured it out. That's not the way to do it. Yeah, that's not the way to do it when Pi left. Yeah, that's true. And he thought he was so smart. 2 hours fight with a robot and he passed away. Yeah, that's true. And then the next day, yeah, Pi got to that long. You see, look, yeah, playing with Malaysia. They can more Malay border. Yeah, that's true. And that's not good enough. Pi has a magic wand in the right hand. You want to know what happens when Pi use it on you? You get a nice barcode and five-sided star seizure. So that's when you're instant dead. Yeah, that's when you're instant dies. Pi told you the truth. Pi did that to the Chinese tiger woman, female. You have dragon viper. Pi did that to her. Her committed suicide. You see Paul fight her for about 4 days, and then her commit suicide. Her transform into human mode, and her beg you right there in Thailand for mercy and forgiveness. And then you waited. Her committed suicide. Yeah, right afterwards. Pi has it on YouTube. Yeah, Pi has it on camera. Pi uploaded that to YouTube. They all cry. They knew it. It was you. And then you turn on your blue hands and left hand, and then you spoke in the same accent, and they knew it. It is Pi. It is Pi. They ran that direction from Pi because they knew Paul got them. That's true. There is nobody that can beat the magic wand Pi created in the right hand because it has an old elixir from five-sided star, and the female ghoul is almost 4 million years old. That's true. And they lie to you, Pi F. They lie to you. Near 8 million. 8 million good. Her original root grandmother is 8 million years old, and her is actually the 3 million generation. Yeah, that's true. And when you equipped that wand Pi, you converted it from her retinas, and then that's when they knew they get possessed by five-sided star. And then graphic, her passed away 12 hours later. The white gods left the planet. Yeah, that's true. Them dare approach Pi. Pi didn't like them. Pi cast that on them. Yeah, that's true. That was real. This real woman. You see immediately five-sided star reads your soul, and you passed away. That's true, because there's no way to outmaneuver five-sided star. That's true. 20 minutes later, Pai's like, "Hey!" 那一其實就 Emperor 戰爭嗰落 go check it. He came down, he wept, and then he checked on the Chinese tiger woman. Her transformed from a viper serpent with horns back into a woman, and then he cried for 8 days, and he warned everybody, never tell Pi that me a royalty that bow down. Yeah, 100%, that's true. Always 100% bow down. Yes, that's true. 用了就行，佛大人用了就行。And then right afterwards, 3 gals enter the earth, and then were vipers. Yeah, they were vipers. By 2 hours later, they transform into the Chinese tiger dragon. And then, yep, that dragon flies back to China, and then it dwells there. and then it doesn't dare. Yeah, it doesn't dare. That's true. 8 days later, by graphic in China, they learned never challenge Vamon Paisan. He has the ancient yet wand in his right hand that can barcode you, and also the ray hits and the five-sided star can see her. So that's why they all committed suicide. Even white gods and goddesses who were hit up, yep, them dies. Yeah, them dies. Them commit suicide. That's true. And Paisa, right afterwards, told the Makia. Afterwards, you cast with your shaman magic. You already hit the viper. Yeah, hit the Chinese woman dragon already. Her dies somewhere near Wall. So yeah, Wall. So when her committed suicide, they saw her committed suicide there. That's the first. Yep, the first one that fucked with Paisan, and saw Paisan hit it with Paisan's light, heavenly, holy light magic, sorcery tech. And then 20 minutes later, she saw you converted into the magic wand, and you used it on her daughter. Yeah, that's 100% true. 8 minutes of the fight, her daughter was winning. 2 hours later, her cries, and then her dies down, and her flies around you, and then her flies away. Yeah, that's true. Now you know it's not even worth fighting Pais. Yeah, that's true. Because you yourself is barcode. You see, five-sided star isn't a full of it war god. Yeah, that's true. 8 hours later, Pai, most graphic scene right there in Spain. Her shouted, her says, "Stay away from me. If you're against Pais, yeah, 100% always is accurate. And you need to go away because me, not you. Me, not those barbaric, cutthroat Middle Eastern, yeah, 100% always is accurate." And then 20 minutes later, I told you what kid that they had. The Lamb demon that brought them back down with Lamb UFO technologies. Yep, brought them back up there, and I saw you rule China. Yeah, 100% yes we do. 8 minutes later, the day, I told Pi the kid. They say, yep, that's true. And in the future, you'll see Pi with Pi's, yep, human gods, and then human god ancestors, and also the royal swirly eye hawks, the ones that are, yep, from Pi's side of the heaven. And Pi, when you descend, and they descend in America, they and you play around Thailand, but that's about it. Yeah, that's true. And then 3 days, yeah, 3 days only, that's true. And it was very graphic, Pi. When you did that, he knew it, that you was a dragon god royalty. Yeah, that's true. And then 20 minutes later, the Chinese are warned yet never go against ancient god Va. Yeah, that's true. Ito miyan sai shwada basic. Ma kamoto another magic wand. 2 hours later, I bought toilet. Potozin Sandetalo. Potozin the channel Lashay. I told okay, yeah, and right when you used it on those two false couples, Pi, they're from China. You use it on the mother committed suicide. The father descends from the UFO and then checks on his mom, his wife, and then he passes away. Yeah, that's true. Pi also barcoded him. 2 hours later, yeah, he committed suicide too. And then Pi looted the saucer. Yeah, Pi flew into the saucer. And Pi looted it and reprinted it, and Pi flew back to Wisconsin. That's true. You fly back to Wisconsin faster than light. And Pi, right when you're done optimizing, I do see you're near level 6. But 3 days of optimizing with Crescent Moon, your Vang Ray experience, yes, you get to level 4. Pi 100% with it. Level 6, it took you about 3 days, about 15 minutes, and you're back in America. 100% with it. The fucking little bitch running from you. Big, yeah, big. 2 hours. Now her's committing suicide in the Middle East. Her learned her's a false god. Pi, yeah, that's true. Bye bye, dude.